Hi there, Loy Machedo speaking from loymachedo.com. And who is loymachedo.com? The date today is 28th of December 2014. The time right now is 1:17 in the morning. Now, I just wanted to share with you a rather strange, or rather very common phenomenon which I experience with Christians. Okay? Now, just to give you a background, I was born in a Roman Catholic family that came from the village, who believed in being Catholic namesake. So they didn't read the Bible much. They used to go like sheep to the church, just do the basic stuff once a week, and that's about it. And the prayers used to be whenever they wanted some favors from some sky god, they would pray for it, and they would pray 9 novenas for 9 particular days. If it was something impossible, it'd be St. Jude. If it was something truthful, it'd be St. Anthony. It was something special, it'd be St. Michael. It was something like amazing, it would be Mother Mary. So they had different saints for different special things. And there would be some prayers. If after you get the wish, you would make photocopies and distribute it to other people. And if you distributed the right number, it was all bullshit, basic bullshit. And yes, if you would have the Eucharist, and if you would say your confession and be a good Christian, a lot of blessings would come. So these were the typicals. And you had to say the rosary, and if you say the rosary with your hands up, kneeling down, all that bullshit, prayers would be answered. Okay, so I came from that background. Then eventually I got into educating myself about the Bible. I was a preacher. I used to go door to door. I went down to India, where I had 9 pilgrimages to this place called Pota, where supposed to be miracles happen. Blind people apparently saw the vision of God, and they would guide you. And so I used to go to church every day, 5 in the morning for 2-3 years. Light candles, say rosaries for like 2 rosaries a day. So, a lot of stuff. Now, finally, when I really understood the Bible, read it 4 times back to back, found a lot of loopholes, and that is what led me to question a lot of things, and eventually I gave up the Christian faith. Now, I've met a lot of Christians in my lifetime, okay? Now, the funny thing about Christians is, each denomination believes, let me tell you, Christian denominations. Okay, now, each Christian denomination believes that they are the exclusive right guys and the rest of them are wrong. Like, I have this friend of mine. She belongs to some Christian group, and whenever I tell her about these groups, she says, "But Loy, is that Catholic?" I said, "Yeah, I was born again." "Oh, that's not the true faith, Loy. That's not the true faith. The true Christian faith is my faith." And then I get different people, like there are these Watchtower Society of Jesus, then there is the born-again Christians, and there are these Orthodox Christians, then there are these Protestants, and then there are these, it never ends, Anglicans. And so each group believes they are the chosen one by God. They understand God better. The other ones do not. They understand the Bible better. The others do not. They have the truth. And what I find most ridiculous, apart from my team is correct, your team is wrong, we know the truth, you don't know the truth. Jesus appears to us. Jesus doesn't appear to you. Oh, that what appears to them is the devil. It's not actually Jesus. So I get a lot of this nonsense. And the biggest nonsense of all is this one. Loy, you do not know what a person I was before, but I experienced Jesus in my life. He touched me, appeared to me, I felt it, and then I changed. And today the peace, the calm, and the joy that I feel, Loy, I can't express it. So, just because they have this personal experience, they expect the whole world to subscribe to that personal experience. They don't know that there are a lot of placebos, there are a lot of nonsense that can take place. Like, I can tell someone that, I experienced Lord Shiva in my heart. Or I experienced Thor or Zeus in my heart. I felt that passion. No, but if you say any other God, no, Loy, that's not true. That's not the true God. My God is the true God. My Jesus is the true Jesus, not your version of Jesus. And Loy, if you really experience Jesus, you wouldn't be this person. So they have this superiority attitude that I am the exclusive person, the exclusive group that experience, because I experience this peace, calm, which is not tangible. It's just a feeling. And then you have people who say, Loy, I pray to God. I pray to God. And you don't believe my wish actually came true. Really, Loy, I prayed. And then if you ask them, what about the other things that you prayed and which didn't come true? They would tell you, Loy, Jesus knows when is the right time for me to get that. That's why he didn't give me this. But this one, he gave it to me. And then the other nonsense Christians believe is that, if they go to church to pray, which, it's like two sides. I've still not got the agreement between both. Some people actually believe that when you go to church, the bread, the wafer that you have, becomes the flesh, the actual flesh of Jesus, becomes the flesh. And this flesh is what we share with. Some other people believe, no, it's not the actual flesh, it becomes like a spiritual flesh. And some other people, that wine, when the priest lifts it up and they ring the bell, it becomes a blood. And some other believe, no, it's spiritual blood. So, and then when you speak to some people say, there was a church many years ago, even I used to get this, where the Eucharist, that is the wafer, actually became the flesh of a human being, and it is kept as evidence. So there are a lot of these gray areas. And so the problem is when you have so many versions of one book, so many versions, and each group says, no, they are wrong, we are right. They didn't experience Jesus. Now that Jesus which they experienced is wrong. Our Jesus which we experience is right. I mean, and then each guy tells you that, Loy, I experienced him. I really did. And then the other person says the same thing. So how many experiences are there? So then, the neutral one would be, Loy, Jesus appears to people in different ways, in different groups, to different people. So everything that they say is right. And whatever they cherry pick and feel, no, this is wrong, this becomes wrong. The reason why I bring this up is because I feel this is a statement of ignorant people. People who lack self-esteem and who need the sense of feeling secure, who feel the need to have some meaning into their lives. So they give, Loy, I experienced a creator. Okay, and he gave meaning to my life. So now my life is meaningful, it's special. But you have not experienced that special feeling. So your life is empty, my life is fulfilled. And I know the truth. I know the real Jesus. I know the feeling of the true God. You don't. So this gives them a kind of like a placebo security to give their life some meaning. And when they say, Lord, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray. My prayer is going to come. It's going to move and come to you. That's another nonsensical. I mean, you pray and it's going to come. Why don't you pray for the ones who are dying, who are suffering in floods, famines? No, that you know. And when you pray for them and something doesn't happen, no, Lord, God has some special plan for them, special. So when they die and suffer, they'll get a special place in heaven. Oh, wow, you know this. Wow. So I just feel this is the most ignorant thing most of the Christians say. And each one will talk nonsense. I still have to get a standardized version where people all agree on one thing, because each one has their own version of how God is, their own version of the Bible, their own version of Christianity, and their own version of our group is right, the other Christian groups are wrong. Anyway, this is what my experience has been with these Christians who come from Syrian Christians. Then you have Orthodox, you have the Anglo-Catholics, you have the Old Catholics, you have Quakers, you have what other Christian groups you have? You have the Orthodox, you have the Pentecosts, you have the Protestants, you have the Russian Orthodox. I mean, it never ends. It just never ends. So if you have any answers to this, I'd love to hear from you. And until then, I would say that all of them are absolute. They are speaking nonsense. It's really rubbish, and it's a waste of time to even talk to these people. Loy from LoyMachedo.com, and it was LoyMachedo.com. Let me know what you think and which version of Christianity, according to you, is the real one. Goodbye.